friends, happy Friday, or Friday, as some of my friends like to say. Welcome. I see some friends coming in the chat. I can't wait to say hi. It is Friday, June 26th, and I'm coming to you for another Live at 5, which we do on the channel every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. I call it a reseller community night. It's a chance for all of us to come together and say hi and check in about all things reselling and be together. So I'm so glad you're here. If you're in the chat, I would love to hear from you. I would just love a check-in about what's happening in your reseller business. Remind us where you are in the country and what's happening. How's things going in your business? How are things going getting inventory? Has anyone noticed the summer slowdown, or are you just like charging ahead right past that? Any good inventory lately? I am in Northern California. I'm an hour north of San Francisco in a kind of a large city called Santa Rosa. I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying the last weeks. Nothing is open. Drove by the Goodwill yesterday, dark. Still signs in the window, nothing open. I'm beginning to get some FOMO, major fear of missing out, of everybody else thrifting, everybody on YouTube and Instagram, back at the thrift stores, taking pictures all cute with their mask on and their cart. We're so nowhere near that, you guys. So I am still taking advantage of shopping online. One of the fantastic things that has come out of stay at home, if you can find a way to look at it that way, is I've learned to source online. Are you guys sourcing online? If so, if you want to share what's working for you, where are you sourcing? On Posh, on THREDUP? Are you buying wholesale? Like, what have you learned there during this time for your reselling business? How are you making things work for you? I see so many friends coming in the chat. It is making me so excited. Many of you, one of the things I'm loving is that we've got a chance to connect over the week, maybe on Instagram, or we've gone to each other's channels and left comments. So we're really building a strong community here, and that makes me happy. So if you happen to be new, hi and welcome. I'm Quenby. I'm a part-time reseller. I sell on eBay and Poshmark, mostly clothes and accessories, mostly women's stuff, a little bit of men's and kids. It is a part-time reselling business for me, but I really love it, and I share all about it here on the channel. And the channel's all about my reselling adventures. So you'll see THREDUP videos, you'll see yard sale vlogs and all that stuff. So please consider subscribing and make sure to hit the little bell so you know when I go live, like tonight every Friday. Let's say hi to some friends, and I will be looking for your check-ins. What's going on for you? I have some things to share with you about what I've been doing in my reselling business right now. Oh my gosh, so many of my favorite people are here. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. I had kind of a lazy, tired day, and I was like, I don't know, but I knew as soon as I came on here and saw your names in the chat, I was going to get all excited. It happens every week. James was here, and he says, I'm the first here instead of the last. Finally, yay. How did you do it? I have to set alarms or reminders, or it's like not happening for me. Karen is here at Red's Revivals. I'm waiting too. It's so nice to have this to look forward to every Friday. I'm so with you, Karen. And check out Karen on Posh. I was over on her closet this week just sharing things, and she's got a lot of great stuff over there on her Poshmark closet. Ooh, Brandy's made it. Hello, everyone. Oh, you changed your picture and stuff. Cool. She and I get to chat over on Instagram, which is really great. Let's see what Denise Douglas is here. Hey, Denise, I agree. This is great to look forward to. I am so glad. I was wondering if as things start to open up, you know, is Friday at 5 going to be a challenging time? I mean, I don't do a ton like Friday at 5, so I'll still be here. But as things move forward, we'll just keep in touch about that. But I look forward to it all week. I'm just like, I can't wait till Friday. I note things during the week that I want to bring up and talk to you about. So that's really great. How are things going? Like I'm noticing in my reselling business that May 2020, for me personally, selling on eBay and Posh, one of my best sales months in a long time. I don't have my numbers right here, but it was really good for me. June, here we are, June 26 already. I don't think when I do my numbers, it's going to be as hot of a month. We'll see. I sold a big bundle, like $125 bundle on Posh this week, so that'll help right there. Yay, Foxy Roxy's here. Hello. She's got some videos coming out. She's been doing some ThREDUP and some other stuff. Let's see. Karen says, it's such a nice thing she does for all of us, especially those of us US resellers who are not on YouTube and don't plan on ever being on YouTube. Why or why not? Like, as a reseller these days, like I started reselling 9 years ago, you guys. As a reseller these days, I think it's a question most resellers have to ask themselves, how do I want to use social media? So let us know in the chat, do you use social media for your business, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, some other platform? What do you think of that? Like when I started, that wasn't even part of the conversation. No one was saying, are you on Instagram? Are you promoting your store? It wasn't even part of a conversation I knew anything about. But now many people have a channel and it's sort of like a business decision to make. Allison Cooper's here. Hello, everyone from Washington State. How's it going up there? What is happening in Washington? You're just up the coast from me because I'm in Northern California. Oh gosh, Brandy says, went to a $5 bag sale today. Jealous. I'm sitting here green with jealousy and envy. I would love to do something like that. How'd you do it? How'd you find out about it, actually? Are you using an app or something? Hello from Delaware, says Leslie at A Reseller's Passion. Man, I know you're already following Leslie already, but definitely be following her channel because she's had some awesome content. She interviews a lot of different people, not interviews, but like has them on and has conversations. It's so cool. Lisette is here. Happy Friday, beautiful people. Just hopping on to say hi. I have to help my daughter now. She's having car trouble. Oh no. Hope everyone had a great week. Miss you, Quemby. I know. Definitely help your daughter with the car trouble. Thanks for saying hi. If you want to listen in the background, we'll know you're there. Let me say hi. Okay, so James says, I'm in Texas and we're about to shut down because of an opening too soon. I have a ton of inventory, both in person and online. So I have what I need. So I'm ready for this impending shutdown. Wow. That's like a bomb drop. Like that's the first thing I've heard. Let me make sure I'm getting that right. We're about to shut down because of opening too soon. Is anyone else have that going on? I know that it's been a big thing we've talked about. Like we're opening, we may need to close again. Last week, is Heidi here from Restyle Secrets? She was saying like she got some stuff ahead, like she's starting to plan just in case. I think that's really smart. Carrie's here. Hey, Carrie. I popped over to Carrie's channel, which was so fun because one of the things I have on my list to talk to you guys about is buying from wholesalers like Joe Marr. Could you put in the chat if you've bought from them, if you have experience with them? What do you think? Do you recommend it? Because a really helpful friend on Instagram messaged me and was like, Joe Marr's having this sale. And I'm like, ooh, I keep hearing about Joe Marr. I definitely want to pop over. So I was looking and I was going to maybe buy some stuff. And then I saw, so then what I did, and I recommend this before you buy any kind of mystery box or wholesale or anything, go on YouTube, put it in the search engine, look at some people's videos so you can manage your expectations. So I was watching some Joe Marr videos and Carrie had a great one up. She's got some great content. Her channel's growing fast, I noticed, which is awesome. She's doing something great over there. So let's talk a little bit more about Joe Marr. I want to make sure I've said hi to everybody. Like Lori, we missed Lori last week, didn't we? We're like, where is she? Washington governor mandated face masks in public starting today. Misdemeanor if you don't. Our cases are rising. Oh my gosh, this is so good to know. It's hard to like follow what's happening in all the different states. And I'm so glad you're feeling better, Lori, and that you can join us. I did get a message from Barbara Babash, not my mom and not Babette Sabol, but Barbara Babash. She's often in the chat. She had something going on tonight. She wanted to let us know she won't be here, so we're going to miss her. But I thought I saw Babette, so I want to go back up. Oh, Michelle's here. Hey, I'm glad I made it. You guys, I'm so happy you're here. Michelle's here. Oh, darling Dresser, where have you been, girl? I haven't seen you the last couple of weeks. And we were like, where is she? Right? I think, yeah, right. Eyelet Dreams was here. May sales were great, but June has been slow. That's what I'm noticing too. Although I haven't done my numbers, that's just what I'm like noticing. I think just from, I'm having daily sales and all that, but I'll have to do my numbers. I should probably do that before I talk. But Babette Sabol is here. It's 8 p.m. here for me. It's only 5:10 here. Torvald is in the house, so he'll come up for a couple minutes at 5:20. And then his birthday is July 7th. So I'm deciding if some people had a suggestion, like we could do a little birthday, I don't know what, just a quick pop on live and say, hi, happy birthday, maybe. So we'll see when that's going to work. Let me just see if I said hi to everybody. Then I want to go back to some of your comments. Thank you so much for leaving comments in the chat. If anyone there's 32 people watching. If you haven't left a comment, be sure to just, in the chat, just say, hi, I'm so-and-so, this is where I'm from. Hey, everybody. It's super welcoming. We'd love to have you in the chat with us. We want to know you're here in our community, so don't hesitate. Reseller Wendy's here. At James, yes, a bank account. After I spent $700 on swimwear last month, my husband shook his head. I remember talking to you. What was his reaction? Was it like, babe, I know you probably use really good judgment, no problem? Or was he like, 700, that's a lot? Oh, darling dresser, I said hi to Babette. I thought, oh, Daniela made it. You guys, make note of Daniela's name there. That's her channel. Was that just Monday we were on, Daniela, or was that 2 weeks ago? Could that have been Monday and today's Friday? Like, I swear, this whole stay at home has me in like a time warp of not knowing what day it is, not knowing if it's the weekend. Was that just Monday? Anyway, it was either this Monday or the Monday before. Daniela and I did Daniela's first live over on her channel. That's her channel right there, Daniela. I don't know exactly how to say it. Malkasian. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if I just butchered your name, but that's her channel. We had the easiest chat. She's a total natural. I totally appreciated her because often when people are doing a live, we kind of plan it out a little like, hey, here's what we're going to talk about. And we meet a little bit and she's just like, whatever. She's so laid back. Like she's so flexible and laid back. It was such a joy. I'm like, okay. And we had no problem filling up almost an hour of chat. I love doing the lives. If anyone else is interested in doing lives, let's talk because it's really fun. Let's see. So did I say hi to many of the people who, Debbie R says, I think you almost have to use social media. Want to try to get a channel going, but just trying to find time. I totally hear that. Like, when I first started social media, it was twofold. Like my story of social media is a little layered, like most stories. The main urge was I just knew I kind of always wanted to do it. And it was like this thought, maybe I should do YouTube, maybe. And it just wasn't going away. And then I looked at it and I'm like, well, what would it be about? And for me, it was about connection and community and business. Like I am a part-time reseller. It's just me. I don't have employees. I do have a virtual assistant. I'm not using her, I notice, as much as I was before. So I should talk maybe a little bit about that. Do you guys have virtual assistants? But it's like, how else can you grow? There's usually kind of a ceiling you hit as a one-person business. Unless you get employees, unless you get a warehouse, unless you do something different. There's some things I can do on my own, like cross-listing, like social media, like virtual assistant. But in order to grow, you usually have to do some things. And so I thought social media might help me with that. And I don't know that it's really helped me like in terms of like grow sales or anything. I don't think it has directly, but what it has done has created this amazing community. There's so much education that happens on YouTube, in these chats, on Instagram. I learned so much from all of you. I hope I can pass on anything that I know that might help you in your business. I'm so happy to pass on. So it's been that, like I've learned a lot of ways to grow from you guys in those ways. Let's see, Peter Newman is in the house. Good vibes, sanitizer, wash hands. Hi, all. Petey loves washing his hands. Deborah Whitehead is with us. Birdie Looks is here. Birdie Looks is another one. I don't know when she started her channel, but I think it's probably a newer channel. And I popped over to her channel to check out the whole Joe Mar stuff. So she's another person starting to put out some great content. So definitely click on her. She's really pleasant to watch over there on that channel. Ooh, and Birdie says, Jomar is having a 15% off sale until tomorrow night. Noted. So I think Leslie from our Reseller's Passion, if she's still in the chat, she knows about that company, so she could help educate us. Oh gosh, there's more people. Let me stop chatting so much and say hi, and then we can go back and talk about all these issues because there is a lot coming up. I said hi to Allison and Lori, and Tracy is here. Hi, everyone. Tracy from Massachusetts. Tracy, did you know that I'm from Massachusetts? I've been living in California for almost 20 years now. That's crazy to say. Like when I say it out loud, I think, no, that can't be right. But I have. But I'm from Massachusetts. My family is still in Massachusetts, and my sister moved to New Hampshire now, but that's where we're from. And your last name starts with a Q, which I totally love because my first name was with a Q, and I like some Qs. Let me make sure I said hi. I said hi to Birdie, and Michelle Hanger Deals is here. Hello, everyone. Hanger Deals. I'm looking at her cool logo there. Great to see you. And Islet Dreams Reseller. Howdy from Vancouver Island. 4 bags full at $5 a bag sale at a hospital thrift. Oh my God. That's like my dream. I've got to find these fill a bag sales. How are you finding them? Like I have not, I haven't seen it advertised on Craigslist when I look for yard sales. Local Facebook Marketplace sales are hopping. And a consignment store owner wants me to source for her. Wow, it sounds like your business is growing. A lot's happening for you. Do others of you, how do you say that? Does anyone else in the chat use Facebook Marketplace? I have not. I've done it for things like no, I haven't used Facebook Marketplace. I've used Craigslist, but I think Facebook Marketplace is the new thing for Restyle Secrets. Heidi is here. Great to see you. So cool to have you. I was just sharing that you shared something in the chat last week that was really helpful. Let's see. Okay, Denise Douglas says, Sarah Lee Coleman's here, Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle. So we've got a couple people from Seattle at least. And oh my gosh, Kimberly Robinson is here. That is so fantastic. Kimberly, how did you finally get here? I'm always saying to her, Kimberly is another person like Foxy Roxy who I just appreciate endlessly because when I first started out my channel and had absolutely no idea what I was doing, please do not go back and watch those first videos from the first months from like a year ago because they're not worth seeing. But, you know, you have to start somewhere with YouTube and kind of find your voice, find your way, you know. Takes a little bit to like figure it out and get comfortable. And she has been a reselling friend of mine from the beginning. So it's so great to have her show up on a live. Fantastic. Okay, Kimberly Robinson. Hello, friend. Off work early, sweet lady. That's how you made it. I'm so glad. Okay, so I think reseller. I see a couple other people. Leslie's here. Gosh, Leslie has done some great, had some great people on. She's doing like all sorts of things like women who speak Spanish. She's doing like women in their 50s, resellers in their 50s and their 40s. I could fit into the 40s, but I already got to be on. But if you need someone else, I would love to be on again, but let someone else have an opportunity. I'm 44. Ooh, I just got about Valerie Goodson's here. Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great Friday. Look at that beautiful, gosh, are you beautiful on that picture? My goodness. Okay, now I'm going to start going back up because I think I've said hi. I said hi to Tracy Quarterly. That's right. I think I said hi. Oh, Mo is here. More from Albuquerque. Fantastic. And Annette Lilypad. I'm so glad I'm going back up so I don't miss any of you. Pulled over to tune on. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Be safe. I'm sometimes doing that where I'm in the car and I'm like, oh my gosh, someone's doing a live. And it's like, I so want to be there. So I just listen and it's like I wait till I get to a stoplight or something so that I can comment because I'm like dying to comment. Annette Lilypad. Hello. Am I doing okay, babe? Oh, okay. It's 5:20. Torvald comes up at 5:20. For those of you who might be new, he's my 8-year-old son. He just likes to come say hi. He loves YouTube. He puts little clips on my videos. And sometimes we think of cute questions to ask him like, what do you want for your birthday? Or what's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? 8-year-old questions. If anyone feels generous and wants to leave a question, I'll go down there and he looks for them. Don't worry if you don't know what to ask 8-year-olds. He only stays for a little bit if you're not into the kid thing. But if you are, here he comes in a minute. Did I say hi to Rhonda Creek? I hope I did, because Rhonda, did you and I talk this week on Instagram about THREDUP? Oh my God, I'm so thankful to you guys. I got a couple Instagram messages from friends saying that THREDUP had boxes on. That's on my list to talk about. So now I'm going back up. Denise Douglas says, we love you. Your videos have been so helpful in my sourcing and selling. My business is doing very well on Facebook Marketplace and local sites. They're super fast flips. I have not done that. Like, let me ask you guys, are you selling clothes? Like, when you say you're selling on Facebook Marketplace, what? Like, because I've used sites like that to sell like Torvald's car seat. No, I gave that away. I think I gave away the crib too. I think I was gonna sell stuff, and then I saw on like a mama site someone needed it, so I was like, oh, just take it. You know what I mean? Karen says, I'm not even too good on Instagram, but I want to do better. I know, me too. I don't understand how some of you do it. It's like some of you are like, you post in your stories several things a day, or on your feed. It's like I have to like think of what can I put up there. Molly Jones, yay, I made it from Minnesota, excited to listen tonight. And there she is. I remember, Molly, because you've got that instrument there that I want to call a tuba, but I know it's not, or you said it's something else, and you're like a music teacher or something. And then James said that he does some music stuff. Sarah Lee Coleman, I just love saying Sarah Lee Coleman. Torvald is in the house, so in about a minute, I'll scroll down to the bottom and see if anyone has any kind of questions that they would ask an 8, almost 9-year-old. He lost another tooth. Do you guys, some of you, let me know, do you have kids? Are they, I know a lot of you have adult kids, but I'm like, you know, elementary school kid losing teeth, all that cute stuff. Do you guys remember that? There's Ruth Rodriguez. I'm so happy to see you. Hi from New Hampshire. Ruth is one of the people. Gosh, I appreciate this so much. I love what we are creating here with community, because Ruth messaged me on Instagram and is like, Quimby, they have the THREDUP boxes. And I was like, oh, the only ones I've been able to get is the women's. Well, I'm so glad she messaged me, because they had, for the first time that I've seen, denim, shoes. What else was there, Ruth? The women's, I think the men's. I was like, which one should I get? I got the denim box, which I have not been able to get in like a wicked long time. So let me go down and see, Torvald, if there's any questions for you. James says, hey, Torvald. And ohdarlin Dresser says, I have a 24-year-old daughter. See, that always amazes me. You don't have to say what your age is, but I'm 44 and I have an 8, almost 9-year-old. Many people my age have teenage. Oh, Lisette is here, and she says, we love Torvald. Lisette, we love Lisette. Lisette is just like such a gem in our community. Okay, Lori, Seattle Gal Style, says, Torvald, what was the last movie you watched? What was the last movie we watched? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. We were doing family movie night for a long time, but what's happened is we've gotten really into the land of Minecraft. So that's mostly what we're watching. But what was one of the last ones we watched up here? Some mystery something, right? We can't remember. Restyle Secrets is with us. Let me see. Oh, gosh, there's more stuff. Hi, Torvald, everyone's saying. Jamie J is in the house. Does Torvald have a girlfriend? That's a really good question. Torvald, do you have a girlfriend? No. Do you know, Torvald, like what age, when do people start having girlfriends? You're third going into fourth. What is Petey in there laughing about? What are you doing, babes? Yeah, mom is his girlfriend. Petey might have to come and say hi too. I might have to bring the whole family in, because why not? We're getting to know each other like that. Michelle says, I have a 16-year-old and a 2-year-old. Oh my gosh, Michelle. So you've got that span. I'm so curious. The curious Quimby in me that's like a therapist wants to be like, well, how did that happen? What's the story there? Like, can we talk? Can the 16-year-old though help with the 2-year-old? That would be like so helpful. Hey, Torvald, how are you? We missed you the last couple weeks with a little, I know, I hate it when he's not here. Denise Douglas says, Torvald, I love your commercials. She's talking about how in my YouTube videos you do the clips. You have a future in marketing. Do you know what marketing is, T? It's when it's like, you should buy this thing, or hey, I've got this awesome product you need to know about. Oh, this is a good one from Jamie. Jamie says, Torvald, what is
lemon chicken?
Oh, okay. He's reading now. I take a tiny bit of credit because he has advanced in his reading since homeschooling with Mama, everyday reading. I've seen like the growth is unbelievable. Lemon chicken from like, what is it, like it's a Chinese food place? 41 people, please hit that thumbs up. What are you gonna say, T?
It's like from a restaurant that used to be called 8, now it's called 7 something.
Yeah, it's like
something.
Lemon chicken. I think it's like orange chicken, you guys, kind of sweet and spicy, but Carrie T says, I think I sent you a message that ThreDUP had boxes available. I also posted on my Facebook page. That is so helpful. Like, some people, unfortunately, have a little bit of a mentality like there's not quite enough, scarcity mentality, not quite enough to go around. I'm going to keep these resources to myself. I'm not going to share this, where I buy this. And I get that. That's fine. But I am so not that way. It's like if I have any info, if I'm getting a box, I hope you get a box. Like, did you order one, Carrie? We could link our boxes. If anyone got a ThreDUP box, I have the denim one coming. If anyone got it, someone else said their denim wasn't that great. I know I've had not such a great one in the past. Carrie's kiddos are 23, 22, and 20. Mo says, I have a 15-year-old. I had her when I was 40. Are you kidding me, Mo? I have a 15-year-old. I had her when I was 40. Wow. Because I often talk about, I was 35 when I had Torvald. That's really different than having a kid when you're 25 and you can stay up all night and you're not tired and you have energy. So anything else, Torvald, you want to say to the people? Do you have any questions for them? Okay. Torvald. Brandy says, Torvald, are you into YouTubing? Also like mine? Are you into YouTubing? He watches a lot of YouTube. What do you have to say about YouTube? Hunter Ryan made it. That's awesome. I had my son he loves YouTube. He's like a big fan. He wants his own channel, but now that he's learning to read and write better, because it's like you have to have an email account. He has to be able to manage it a little bit better. I'll help him, but he has to be able to do it. Hunter Ryan made it. I'm so glad to see you. Gosh, everybody, not everyone has kids, but a lot of people do. Valerie says, I have a 2-year-old son and I will be you in a few years because we aren't quite finished. Oh my gosh. 2-year-old. Is the 2-year-old sleeping through the night? Like, oh my, that's all I remember is the not sleeping. Reseller Wendy says, yum, lemon chicken is my favorite from Chinese buffet. I hadn't heard of it. And Heidi from Restyle Secrets, my daughters are 43 and 37. Amazing. I want to shout out because when I was on Daniela's channel on Monday, Daniela and Lori have a podcast called Thrifters Villa. I'm sure you're already listening to that. But Heidi from Restyle Secrets was on there, and I guess she did. I haven't listened to it yet. I can't wait. I guess she really educated people about eBay shipping. Because one of the things that people say is so intimidating to them about the idea of selling on eBay, when I ask people like, well, why are you scared to sell on eBay? Because I am not. And they're like, the shipping. Because if you come from somewhere like Posh, where it's just a flat shipping rate, you don't have to figure out, you don't have to weigh it all. You don't have to figure that all out. It's just so easy. And that's really intimidating. So if you are someone who wants to learn more about the details of shipping on eBay, check out the podcast Thrifters Villa and check out the episode with Restyle Secrets. I should have you on and we can talk shipping. We can talk eBay. People, we could do a live show all about eBay, and we could ask people about the questions they have beforehand, and we could just answer questions. Would anyone be interested in that? If so, I'll set it up. I've been selling on eBay for 9 years.
Any last things, Mom? Because I'm going to go soon, and it's pretty hot up here.
I know, it's wicked hot up here because my office is like the attic room, kind of. Okay, Torvald, I think you are free to go. We always, What's your favorite TV shows to watch, Torvald? I love you in green. Is green still your favorite color? What's your favorite thing to watch is the question.
There's a lot of people I watch.
What's your favorite like topic to watch?
My favorite topic would be Grateful Queen. That's definitely the person who I
Oh, that's so nice, honey. And what type of things do you watch? 44 friends are here. Make sure to say hi in the chat. Some people have said to me before, I want to say hi in the chat, but I don't know how. Here's a question for you, Torvald. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it. So if you're on your phone, there's a drop-down menu right underneath the video part, right underneath the screen part. There's usually a drop-down menu. You have to open up the live chat and then just say, hi, this is my name. This is where I'm from. And we'll say, hey, great to see you. Do you have a favorite superhero? Do ya?
Well, I don't
Besides
watch those
me.
shows, so I don't really know who anyone is. I don't really know who they are at all. So I don't know how they answer that question.
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of TV. So what he's allowed to watch, he plays Minecraft and he watches YouTube videos of people playing video games or other things that we've vetted. We don't have a TV.
Everybody has to go.
Okay, thank you for being here, Torvald. We all look forward to your next clip. I wonder what it will have in it. Watch out for the wires, will you, hon?
Yeah.
His most recent one is the one with the chicken, and I think it's one of the best ones. It's hilarious.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have 44 friends. Okay, now that part's over, and I've been blabbing for 31 minutes, and we've said hi to everyone, and you've all hit the like and subscribed, let's dig into some of this stuff here. Okay, Babette Sabol says, I need an Instagram course. I can't do all this. Babette Sabol, is your Instagram also Babette Sabol, or do you have a different name over there? That's the hard thing for me is like when everyone has different names, and I used to too before I got it all the Grateful Queen, just to keep everybody straight. But does anyone have tips? Does anyone have tips for using Instagram to grow your following, to sell, to bring attention to your closet or stores? Oh my God, that could be a whole other video. Somebody should write these things down for me. I have seen people use Instagram to help their reselling business in so many ways. I know one way for myself as somebody who goes on Instagram and checks things and look, if someone's having a sale and they're like, hey, 50% off everything in my store. Of course, I'm going to click on the link in their bio to the store and go look at the store. I shop a lot on there, mostly for myself, but if I see a good deal, I could get something for my reselling business, but things like that. Or a lot of people use Instagram to post pictures of what they just listed. And listen, there's potentially thousands of people looking at your post going, oh my God, I've been looking for that pair of 1 teaspoon jeans, and she just posted that she listed them, and here's a link to her closet. I'm going to go over. So I think it can be used in a lot of strategic ways to help get more sales and more attention to your store and closet. Have you guys noticed that? How do you use it? Rhonda Creek has a great question. Has anyone bought on Facebook Marketplace for inventory? That's been on my list to look into that, but I have not. I have not bought on there, but if I needed inventory, that'd be a great thing to go on there and look. Yeah, for sure. I bet some people are doing that. Jamie says, I'm not on Instagram or Twitter. I'm so confused. All I can say is me too. I've never been on Twitter. I got on Instagram because when I was starting YouTube's, I don't know where I learned it. Someone's like, well, you have to go on Instagram. So my Instagram is new. I'm learning. I've been on there less than a year. I use Instagram. I don't use it as much as I probably should now that we're having this conversation as a selling tool, but I think a lot of people use Instagram as a selling tool, as a way to draw attention to their stores and closets and sales and promotions and all that. I use it to share like that I'm doing a YouTube video or a collaboration, or the thing that I love about it is like all the fun reselling things that we have in common. Like someone will post a picture of something that we all deal with. Like I posted a picture the other day in my stories. I had a bundle sale. I think it was like 8 items. I think it was like $125. And I put it on my scale and it was like 4 pounds, 10 and a half ounces. And it was like, people liked that because they could relate to it. If it's £5, you have to pay up. If you make it just under 5, you're like, yes, I don't have to pay more for my label. People like relatable things about reselling. I do. So Hunter Ryan says, I have only gotten yard furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, that's how I think of it too. But has anyone done clothes? I love Annette Lilypad. Is that your given last name? Lilypad, that's the best last name. Loving it all, cheering me as I drive a pet for a friend to final arrangements. Oh gosh, I'm so glad. That's one of the things we do as human beings that I just marvel at, which is hold the duality of life and life experience at all times. At almost all times, it's like there are things so beautiful and like great community of resellers, and we're laughing and we're sharing, and I'm on my way to the death of a pet. Like, as human beings, being able to hold those dualistic experiences of the beauty of life, the hardship of life, that always amazes me. I think that is what life is about. And if we're healthy, we can hold both those things. I just like, wow, life, you know. Christy Blocker's here. Hey, family. I don't know if you noticed this, Christy, but I saw you in another chat. I don't even remember which one it is. I try to tune in to anyone's lives that I can. And I said to Christy Blocker in the chat, I said, hi, Christy. Hey, reselling family, because she always says that, and I just love it. I love it. Okay, let's see. Did anyone see my mom, Barbara Kemmler, in the chat? I don't want to miss her. Oh, darling dresser. There she is. Oh, darling dresser. Yes, an eBay Live would be helpful. I wish I could write it down. Hey, someone who's friends with me on Instagram who has their phone, will you message me on Instagram and say, reminder, you're going to do a live all about eBay. A live about any questions about eBay. I'll collect questions. I can answer minutia questions or bigger questions, and we'll do our regular chat, but it could be like live about eBay. I always want to do another live during the week. Here's my mom, Grateful Babette. My dearest Torvald, you don't have to think about a girlfriend yet. You're devoted, Grammy. You know, it's so funny. Every kid's different, and I work a lot with kids in my private practice as a psychotherapist. There's a whole range of development and personality. Often the girls, I notice, seem to be ready for the whole idea of love and relationship and boyfriend-girlfriend pretty early on. Many of the boys, this is generalizing what I see out there working in the schools and stuff. Many of the boys, it's like way over their head. But everyone's different. And Torvald, he's not really dialed into relational stuff yet like that. He's just not. And that's okay. Because he's going to have to get that girlfriend through his mama. Reseller Wendy says, the chicken is my favorite too. She's referring to Torvald. If you watch some of my, not my live videos, but my regular videos, he does little clips. He came up with it himself. I am not a mom who's like, hey, I'm going to use my kid to get marketing for the videos. He's always like, can I put these on? I'm going to do this. And I'm like, sure, why not? People like it. I've had a lot of people say to me like, I came on to see your video, but I subscribed because of Torvald's clips. I'm like, okay. I know. He's like, he is the star. He would take over the channel if I let him. Patricia, thanks for leaving a comment. I got a girls box and a boys box. Oh, ThREDUP. Boys box was better than the girls. Patricia, where do you sell? On what platform? And do you do well with kids? I usually only do a little bit of kids if it's like super name brand stuff. Many of you know that during stay at home, when I got some, got to reposition here. When I got some donations from my community, I got a lot of baby stuff. So I branched out and did baby stuff. That stuff is selling so well. I guess I thought I'll make these lots of baby stuff. I'll put them on there for $20 plus $8 shipping, whatever, and they'll sit. But they have really sold. Like I have one bin left. And I think I sold them pretty cheap because I got the stuff free. So I was shoving as many items I could get into like a padded flat rate. So some of the lots were like 10 to 20 items. So the person's paying like $1 an item. I thought it was pretty good. Especially the Disney baby stuff. If you guys see Disney baby and you have any interest in kids or baby, pick that stuff up. Then there are some brands that do well. But I've never ordered a kids box because in my experience, kids stuff just doesn't sell for as much. So it's not, it's like not as lucrative. Like I'd rather buy a women's sweater and sell it for $20 than a kid's top and sell it for $10. There are exceptions, but that's why I haven't bought a kids box. But some of you might specialize in kids. You probably know way more than I do about that. So I've never got a kids box, but I did get the denim box from THREDUP. So I'm excited to see that. Someone else said their denim box wasn't that great. I've gotten these in the past, you guys. I am like no stranger to THREDUP. I've gotten all types of boxes over the years. I've had many bad denim boxes, but I also will say this as a caveat or an addendum. It's like the denim boxes that I thought weren't good. And I'm like, oh, there's all juniors jeans. Oh, that stuff has sold. Don't pass on juniors jeans. And if you look at those denim boxes that I have on my channel from the past, people left comments saying, hey, don't worry, you'll sell those juniors for like $15 to $20 plus shipping. And I have. I let them go for more around the $15 plus $8 shipping. But oftentimes I'll be opening the THREDUP boxes and I'm like, I don't know. But then when I go look things up or when I go through and look at what's sold, stuff sells fine. So I do have a video coming out on Monday that was requested from a lot of you in my community, which was a follow-up on what has sold from my THREDUP. So on Monday, it'll say what sold from THREDUP. So you can see, because many of you have watched me open those THREDUP boxes. So I think it's kind of cool to see what sold. I will note, though, it's not totally accurate because I have not listed most of that stuff. I mean, I don't know, but it's like I have not listed much of that stuff. I'm not listing very fast right now because I'm deleting old listings and relisting. That's my focus, selling off my old stuff, which is going awesome. Awesome. Ooh, this is a cool question. Ooh, I get to talk about something else besides reselling. Let's see what Fashion Gal 70 has to say. Hi, Quimby. I'm getting a master's in clinical counseling. What do you like about being a therapist? So some of you know, Oso Victoria just came in. That's awesome. I'm a part-time reseller. I'm a full-time therapist. That's changed a lot over stay at home. But anyway, what do I like about it? You know what? God, that's such let me think of how I can answer that kind of quick. What's your first name, Fashion Gal? I apologize if you already told me. Sometimes it's hard to like see the username and then some of you have different names and just to remember the names. I'd really like to, that's my intention, but sometimes that's a little hard. So please feel free to remind me every time you leave a comment. That'd be helpful. A lot of people will say they got into therapy because they wanted to help people. And that was never my intention. I just wasn't ever that like, I can help you. Like I just didn't think that highly of myself. Like I'm going to come in and help you. It wasn't I'm not a helper type person. My partner, Petey, loves to help. I don't ever think of it that way. For me, it's more of like a collaborative relationship and connection so people can help themselves. Like I'm an introvert. We've talked a lot about that on these live chats. I love talking about stuff like that. For me, it was about being able to sit with somebody in a really unique and special type of conversation where we're not talking about the weather, we're skipping most of that superficial stuff and diving into what really matters to me most, which is like how to be the person you want to be in the world, how to live a really engaged life, how to be curious, how to be engaged, how to communicate. Like I love talking to people about that. That's what I think matters. That's why I'm here on the planet. That's one of the theories I think we're here on. Why I think we're here on the planet, to love and grow and change and connect and learn. And I get to do that with people. You know, I get to sit with people and talk about like, how do we do that? What are you struggling with? What gets in your way? Here's how I've struggled with it. I just wanted that kind of relationships with people. And that's what I get. Kind of a little bit like what we do here, you guys. Birdie Look says, I honestly love selling on multiple platforms. eBay is where I make some really good full price sales. I hear you. You know I'm going to say it. Sell on multiple platforms. You never know. I only sell on 2. I would like to be selling on more. I'm just doing so many things to grow my business. Right now, that's on the list. It's so easy now if you use a software like Vendoo or List Perfectly. I like Vendoo. That's the one I've used. I have a 20% off. Code went black. There I'm back, I think. So Vendu allows you to list on eBay and then in about 1 minute cross-post it to Posh, Etsy, Mercari. I mean, it's amazing. So I highly recommend cross-posting and selling on more than one platform. If like Posh is slow for you, maybe eBay is picking up. It's just so smart, and you never know what will happen. We all know stories of people, right, that have like, for some odd reason, like someone accuses them of selling fake True Religion jeans and their account gets frozen, or, stuff happens. And if you're relying on this for money to pay your bills, to feed your family, I really think you ought to be on more than one site. That's my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. But I highly recommend it. Oh, I want to see what James has to say. James is one of my favorite friends here because he has such thoughtful comments. I have a lot of Hannah Anderson type stuff that is more expensive than the average stuff. Yes, James, for sure. Wondering if I should bundle it on eBay or not, or just give Kittison a try. It's mostly more expensive stuff. Anyone else have experience with Kittison that they want to put in the chat? I don't have experience with Kittison. I've had many people say to me, Quemby, if you're going to sell kids, do Kittison. So I say check that out. I can't speak to that. I list Hannah Anderson clothing individually, personally, because you can get, depending on the piece, depending on the condition, 15 to 25 for like a little kid's top. What I've done with Hannah Anderson, I just sold a bundle of it. Oh, I forgot I had wine. Excuse me. I get talking and forget. I just sold a bundle of Hannah Anderson for like $15, 4 pieces, because it was all so flawed. Like I had bought it pre-owned. I'll buy Hannah Anderson for my son with stains and stuff because it's such good quality. It doesn't matter. So I just listed it as play condition, took pictures of all the stains. I was able to sell 4 Hannah Anderson pieces for like $15 plus 8 shipping, stained, shredded up because it's so good. People like it so much. So me personally, the kids stuff like Hannah Anderson, Minnie Bowden, what are some of the other brands like that? Kids stuff that I know I can sell individually. That's how I personally do it. Other people might have other feedback. Oh, Fashion Gal is Tracy. Okay, good to know your name. So that's my 2 cents on it. Lori, Seattle Gal Style, who also has really insightful comments. I'm so happy you're part of my group here. She says, I still haven't gotten my 3 trash bags full of kids' clothes I've collected from the bins organized to list. But I made my first sale on Kittison. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember Lori. Was it on Instagram, Lori? Like she posted this picture of like trash bags of inventory or clothes she was getting rid of. Like she's doing like a big cleaning out. I always get super inspired when I see people do that because that's not easy. For some of us, we're all different with like how we hold on to stuff. And for some of us, that's hard. They hold on to too much stuff and they want to like, to let go of it. It's kind of a big deal. I love seeing people clean out or like Marie Kondo their life. I'm like, wow, that's brave right there. That's like some good work on a lot of levels. Patricia says, I saw 1 pair of sandals in the boys box and 1 pair of Toms in the girls. So you got some good stuff on there. Hunter Ryan says, sent message on Instagram on your eBay ID and also sent a link to short film my son and friends made for a contest when he was 12 days. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Birdie Look says, I'm on Vendu right now. Laugh out loud. Cross-posting my heart out. I'm telling you, that has been the biggest game changer for my business. Vendu, and I think I said I have a 20% or 25% off code. If you just want to check it out, you can check it out for 1 month. And they're an awesome company. They're always doing cool things. They do a lot, like during Black Lives Matter stuff. They did like 50% off for fathers on Father's Day. I think they're a really cool small company that I like. I feel good about using them. And it has changed things for me. Cross-posting, yes, but deleting right on Vendu, deleting an old listing that hasn't sold. I don't know why it hasn't sold. I go in there, I brighten up my pictures, I add any details I want, I relist it. I am selling all my old stuff. And to me, that just is a no-brainer. Like, I already have the stuff. I already paid for it. I already took pictures of it. I already measured it. I already listed it and put it out there. Why not sell that before I list more and more new stuff? The most satisfying thing for me, you guys, is going into my storage inventory storage, pulling out my bin and looking in and being like, this bin was overflowing a month ago and now it's halfway gone. I want to get rid of all my old stuff. That's why I'm not listing as much new stuff. And I'm collecting new stuff because I'm still shopping, especially on Shop Goodwill. I've had a lot of videos I'm putting out on that shopgoodwill.com. I'm buying some stuff because I want to have inventory. I want to list seasonal stuff. I want to list stuff I'm excited about, but I'm just not listing that much. I'm just deleting and relisting and selling the old stuff first. Denise Douglas says, yes, deleting and relisting works. Thank you. It's like I want to scream it from the rooftops to all of you. Delete and relist. Sell off your old stuff because it's been so amazing for me. She says, you were the one who inspired me to do it. Thanks, Quemby. That fills my heart so much. Like, if I could actually help anybody with all this stuff, it would be like amazing. That would be amazing. Kimberly Robinson says, you're so amazing. I'd fly to California for a session. I was trying to look into how I could, so back to the therapy thing. My sessions are on Zoom now. And I'm like, wow, there's a whole new world available to me, which is telehealth, doing sessions on video. And at first I was like, that's not going to be that good, but it actually is pretty good. I actually really like it, but I'm only licensed in California, so I can only see people in California technically. So that's too bad. I thought it might it'd be cool to open it up and see people from all over, but my license doesn't cover that right now, but who knows? Maybe all that stuff will change with everything going on. Birdie says, I've heard Kitizen is better for the higher end kid stuff. That is super good to know. Anyone interested in selling on kids? Does anyone have a video on Kitizen? I wonder if Alicia Murrayed Life might have one. She does a lot of kids stuff. Oso Victoria made it. Hi all, catching up, reading the comments. Love seeing all the sellers with grown kids. I know. I love also just getting to know you on another level, like a little bit more of a picture of who you are, your business, and then also who you are. Okay, it's 5. Oh my God, it's been 51 minutes. Time warp, 51 minutes. So I want to remind you all, we'll finish up in the next 10 minutes. Please put in the chat if you would like to your Poshmark closet so we can go over there and check it out. I'm okay with you putting in there any cool things you're doing. Like, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a sale going? Not everybody likes that in their lives. Just FYI, you have to check the culture of the lives, because some people, you go on their lives and you can tell it would be really rude to like promote yourself because you're on their live. So I just kind of go to the lives and I don't say anything unless people invite you to. I don't know why it's like that, you guys. I just have noticed that it is like that on my channel. I'm totally fine with you plugging anything and being like, hey, Quemby, can you shout out that I've got a sale or I put out a new video? If I can help you in any way with that, I'm happy to. There's plenty to go around. I know it's easy to be afraid and think you need to keep everything to yourself, that you know, if you share them, then people won't like you. I'm just telling you, there's plenty to go around of everything. It does not take away from yourself whatsoever to help somebody else, to share someone else's stuff, to lift somebody up, takes nothing away from you. So feel free to put in whatever it is that you would like to put in. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Ooh, I'm going back up now. Karen says, I did buy a pair of Harley Davidson boots for $20 on Facebook Marketplace, and they were one of my first sales on Posh for $100. Oh yeah. You know, I haven't, things do change over time. Like Harley Davidson has been a brand that's been pretty consistently a great seller for me over the 9 years that I've been selling, but I have not looked into it lately because you do have to check back in every once in a while and be like, hey, that used to be a hot seller. Is it still? Because things change. Markets change. Things are really desirable for a while and then not so much. Think LuLaRoe. LuLaRoe was like, everybody wanted it. You could buy and sell it. And now it's like, some people still sell it, but it's just not as desirable. So it's good to know that Harley Davidson still is. I bought a pair of, it reminds me, my last video I did, one of my videos, it was a Goodwill online haul, and I bought a pair of Doc Martens. Doc Martens kind of reminds me of Harley Davidson. Those black boots with like the gummy sole bottom, those have always sold really well. As a reseller, you can usually sell them $40 to $100, depending on the style, condition, and all that stuff. And so I saw a pair of them on shopgoodwill.com, and I think they were like $12. And I was buying a big lot from one store anyway, so they combined my shipping. And I was like, ooh, let me look into that. So I looked in, I'm like, oh yeah, you can still sell these pretty well. So I bought them for 12. I think I'll be able to sell them at a low for 50. They were in better shape than I thought. So Doc Martens is another one, kind of like Harley Davidson, that still sells pretty well. Let's see, did I miss anything great up here? Oh, this was back when we were talking a little bit about Instagram. Babette says, tell us about eBay. That's my next step after Posh and Mercari. Shipping seems a bit complicated. You know, everything on eBay is a bit more complicated, but my advice on that would be just let yourself learn. Start out selling a few things. You know, it's okay if you make a few shipping mistakes and you're out just a few dollars as you learn. Just jump in and try it. The reason why eBay is more complicated is because there's so much more features on there. Poshmark is so simple, but there's less you can do on there. There's less available to you. eBay is a little more complicated to learn, so let yourself learn a bite-sized piece at a time. You know, don't put your highest items on there. Just list some bread and butter items so that you can learn, so you can build up feedback. And then pretty soon you'll be like, oh, I get this now. I totally get it. Like, it's not that hard. I just needed to learn it. Let yourself learn eBay a little bit because they have so many more buyers available to them. It's a much bigger platform still. Posh is growing, but eBay is still bigger. And you can run sales. They have the most extensive reports. If you're someone who loves like your numbers and data, they just put out another new another new sales report that you can run. So it's pretty awesome. I love eBay. Just going back up before we conclude in like 5 minutes to see if I missed anything that I really want to. Allison Cooper's kids are 29 and 32, 4 grandkids. Whoa. I only had 1 kid, so I wonder. Lindsay's Posh Loft is here. My daughter turns 20 in 3 days. Oh my gosh. I think I said this last time, but her Posh closet is really inspiring. If you want to check out a really great closet with trendy, nice stuff in there, really well done, her closet is one to check out. Someone's talking about these fun boxes. I've never ordered a THREDUP fun box. Maybe I need to watch a few of you that have unboxing videos. I don't know why I would order a fun box. Like, what's great about a fun box? I sell clothes. I don't want to get like some weird stuff. Did we say anything more about Jomar? Does anyone want to throw anything out about Jomar? Because I'm thinking about ordering, but I wanted to check some things out first. And I wanted to see if they have an affiliate program, because that's an awesome, a lot of YouTubers like myself put out a lot of content. It is not a very lucrative thing. Just so you know, you have to do YouTube for more than just you think you're going to make some money, because it's not very lucrative and not for a long time. But there are things that can help us, like my B&G trading. I did a box for them. They gave me a code. If you click on my link, if you click on my B&G link, I think I get like a 1% or something, and you get a discount, so it's a win-win. But stuff like that's really helpful. So I was hoping Jomar might have something like that, where I could do an unboxing, give you guys a discount code, so you guys can get like 20% off or something. Then every time someone uses that code and buys something, I get a little tiny kickback. It is like cents I'm talking about, you guys, but still, it's still worth doing, don't you think? So, Mo says, I use Facebook Marketplace for large items like skateboards and things like that. Yeah, probably for stuff you don't want to ship. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me. I just haven't got on Facebook Marketplace. I know my partner Peter uses it for some stuff. I'm really into shopgoodwill.com right now, you guys. I'm like checking that all the time. I'm loving it. Restyle Secrets says, does anybody dabble in hard goods? I bought 2 golf clubs for $7 and sold in 48 hours for $120. I know nothing about golf clubs. That's awesome. I love stories like that. I think it's really important in your business to try stuff. Like, don't break the bank. Like, don't spend $100 on golf clubs. That's too big of a risk if you're not really that familiar with it. But I love trying stuff out. Like, I dabbled in jewelry for a while. I'm trying to learn more about men's, about babies. I'm always trying to do something different. It keeps it fresh, interesting. That's awesome. I love hearing flip stories like that. Okay, guys, put your closets or anything else in the chat now so we can make sure to see it. I've said it before. This goes by like so quick for me, and I don't want to miss any comments or anything. So I go back the next day and I rewatch so that I can see the chat. And then I do get to see your comments. If I missed it and didn't get a chance to comment on it, I will see it at some point. It's kind of challenging for me, but I try to go on. If you leave your closet, I try to go check it out. Or if you leave your channel, I try to find it. I try and do at least a handful every week because I want to know you more. I want to see what you guys are up to. If there's anything I can do to support you in your business, let's help each other. Let me know. I do get a lot more messages and questions now, so I really do my best with that. But, feel free to ask me stuff. Christy says, I sold on eBay first and then stopped, but I saw a lot of prom dresses. I love that, Christy. Like, I know nothing about prom dresses. I don't think I've ever picked up a prom dress. I fear I wouldn't know what young people are interested in. I've gotten some amazing dresses in my THREDUP rescue boxes. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos, but I am on a roll. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with the next boxes because the last 3 I got during stay at home were so good. I'm wondering if they're not going to be as good now that stores are open again. I don't know. But I've gotten some really nice dresses, some designer dresses, like with $500 price tags on them. I got a DVF one in this most recent box. I think it's called, what was it? Breck and Greta something. Check out the video. I've gotten some like really nice dresses, but I've never sold prom dresses. And I love when people do a niche like that. Like, I'd like to learn from people like that. Like, vintage is such a big niche that's really popular right now. But, Hunter Ryan says Goodwill Blueboxes still have boxes. I got my first Goodwill Bluebox. And I think it was you that was like, hey, they're still up there. And they've been so competitive that I just stopped going on there because it stresses me out trying to get a box and having it in my cart and going to pay. And as I'm going to pay, it says sold out. Like, that for me is just not enjoyable enough. It's too stressful. But I went on, I got a women's box in a size small. I don't know why. It's because it's so cheap. It's like $19.99. It's fun. Maybe I'll get something good in there. I would rather get an XL size box, obviously. Foxy Roxy says, thank you. I'll see you next week and looking forward to next Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the videos you're going to start putting out. Christy Blocker says hi to Rhonda Creek. Yep, I am all set with inventory for a good long time. Christy says, I know a reseller who was bringing people to Jomar showing them how to resell, and they set everything up for her, but they didn't give her any type of special discounts. Yeah, I think Jomar, I do not know a lot about them, just what I've heard. I think they're like a little newer to learning to do this wholesale thing, and I have seen mixed reviews. I've seen some negative reviews, some positive reviews. So I think they're trying to figure it out. It's just a cool thing to do. It's a win-win for everybody. Love you, girl, says Kimberly. I love Kimberly Robinson. Okay, Heidi here. Style_secrets on Posh. And here's her eBay store. And Lindsay says, I've seen resellers on Instagram and YouTube do Jomar unboxings and subsequently offer discounts for other resellers, leading me to believe they offer some type. I've reached out to them. I don't know where they're at with it. I think they were working on it. Oh, good. This is Patricia's Closet on Poshmark. Patricia_PIRI. I'm going to check some of you guys out. Lindsay says, thank you, Quimby. You're always so sweet. You are so welcome. And Valerie Goodson says, for Jomar, I've seen very polar experiences. Me too. And isn't that the way it is? Like, you can't just watch 2 THREDUP videos and make a judgment about it. There's going to be, it's going to be some great videos and some not great videos. It's all a risk. All this stuff's always a risk. So only do it if you're willing to only buy any type of mystery box or wholesale, managing your expectations, because some of them are not good. There's no way around that. Someone just gets a bad box and you're watching them unbox it and you're like, you feel for them. It's like, So you never know what you're going to get. Denise Douglas says, I'm vintage times on Poshmark, and note how she spells times. That's really clever. I love that. Patricia says, her box had a Burberry pair of pants and an Oscar de la Renta polo. That's awesome. Okay, friends, I'm going to get ready to be, to head out here. Lori says, quarantine has been a saving grace for my thrifting addiction. Yeah, and I haven't been thrifting in 4 months now, and but I'm still thrifting online. So it's like, and I do this all the time where I find this comment way up there. There it is. I'm just shopping on shopgoodwill.com. So it's like, I'm not shopping with as much quantity, but I'm still at Goodwill, and I've gotten some art, some rugs. I'm just loving it. So if you have not checked out shopgoodwill.com, it's like the Goodwill, but online. Watch out for shipping cost. Okay, friends, I'm so glad to be with you on Fridays. Thank you for coming back, for being here and then coming back. I love it. I'll see you next Friday. I have a video coming out Monday. I would love your support on those other videos too. Leave comments. I will definitely respond, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. Bye.